Welcome to the Marriage Be Like podcast. We're your hosts, Kenny
and Kenya.
And we are so glad that you are joining us today. Listen, this podcast is here to discuss love and relationships, life topics, and how to navigate through it all.
Disclaimer, we are not specialists or counselors or professionals in these fields. We are a married couple who's got 27 years of life experiences under our belt. We hope to open some discussions, build communication, and plant some seeds. So sit back, enjoy, and let's have a conversation and grow together.
Welcome. Want to welcome you back to another episode of the Marriage Be Like podcast. I am Kenny.
I'm Kenya.
And we want to welcome you to this episode. Yeah. Really?
That's the crowd.
Yes. Listen, if this is your first time visiting us, watching us, listening to us, I want to say this. You're forgiven for taking so long to find us. Okay. So,
Yes, we forgive you. But now that you're here, we're happy you're here.
We are happy you're here. And so we ask you just go ahead and like, share, subscribe, let everybody know. Mama and them.
Yes.
Your auntie them. Who else? Uncle, everybody.
Yes. Make sure you tell them that on Thursdays you can listen to us on Envision Radio.
Envision-radio.com.
And they can listen to us Eastern.
4 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, 4 p.m.
Central
Eastern.
Time.
3 o'clock. 3 p.m. East Central, 4 p.m. Eastern.
There we
go. Get it together. Come on now, Kenny.
And then if they miss it, y'all can check us out on marriagebelike.com.
Or, and we post everything on Friday. Yes. So then you can catch it on YouTube, on Apple Podcasts,
That's
Amazon Podcasts, what else? Spotify.
Yes. Yeah. Did we say them all?
I think so.
I think so too. Yeah. Maybe. If we missed it, it's on all the major platforms.
Wherever you get your...
Wherever you get your podcast. That's where you'll get this.
So, anyway.
Okay, so today we are talking about priorities.
Yes.
So, priorities not just in life, but specifically in marriage.
Okay.
And relationships. Now, here's the thing about the priorities. The things that happen and the things that you prioritize in your life should follow a little different for marriage, primarily because there's kind of a way to do things, I believe. And I'm just going to say, I believe. Okay. And if, for instance, if you're single, then spouse and kids won't follow your priorities.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense?
Okay.
Love and respect of others may not fall the same. It might be Jesus, work, community service.
I was trying to follow.
I know you was. That's why I said you can catch up. I'm just gonna rub your arm.
Wow. So the way you said it.
But what I was trying to get at was there are different priorities per where you are in life. Okay. This is why, particularly this round, we are talking about priorities in marriage.
Okay.
And relationships. Okay.
Maybe should have led with that. But anyway.
I did lead with that. Okay, so when you are in a marriage, particularly a God-given marriage, I understand that everyone doesn't believe in God, but we are a podcast on a Christian radio station.
Right.
And so God is something that we believe in, something that we live by, or really try hard to live.
Okay.
Try hard to
live a Christian life.
And so we're going to give the priority list according to the way we believe.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yep.
And of course, what has worked for us.
Okay.
You catching up now?
I've been caught up.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Look, I'm checking in on you.
Left me a little confused a little bit. So.
Okay. So each individual should ask themselves, what are my priorities?
What are your priorities?
Right.
Is that me talking to myself? Kenny?
That could be. If you're looking in the mirror, if you're just thinking about it.
You
can talk to yourself.
Is it okay for me to answer back?
I don't know about answering.
Kenny, I think...
No, that's not okay. That's not okay. But
it's okay.
You can answer by writing out your priorities.
Okay.
Don't make that okay. That's not okay. But you can answer by writing out your list of priorities to see what they are.
Okay.
The thing about it is having priorities for you and then discussing those priorities with your spouse.
Okay.
In your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's say, for instance, you're not married, but you're in a relationship.
Right.
Those priorities still can kind of flow the same. And I feel like you should still talk about them. I don't think that it has to be just in marriage, particularly if you're in a long-term relationship.
Right.
because how you operate for you should be able to flow into how y'all operate together as a couple.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So each individual should ask themselves, what are their priorities? And then, of course, what are your priorities in marriage?
Mm-hmm. Now, can we
hopefully they'll flow together.
Yeah. Can we kind of back up a little bit?
Absolutely.
Because I think the first thing, if maybe there's somebody who does not fully understand what it means to have priorities.
Yes. Go ahead. You gonna explain it?
Yeah, I mean, because here's the thing. So to define we'll define priorities or priority, okay, is a list of things that are held in I guess in a hierarchy of importance.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so there are some things that are more important to us, and then sometimes we have to, remind ourselves what things are most important.
Yes.
And this is the reason why having a list becomes important. I'm sorry, there was a lack of a better term.
But also to help keep you on track.
Right.
If this is how you feel, then writing down that list, let's say, for instance, this month, I didn't follow the priorities. Though I feel this way, it's just not how life gave it. And so let me look back at my list and make sure, you know what, I need to up it on number 2. So let me.
And I want to share an example of, what priorities means, when we talk about the level of importance and things like that, right? So this is like when you go, if there's an accident, okay? And there are several people that may be injured. Here's the thing, what medical professionals will do is, and they call it triage, right?
Yes.
Where they are assessing the level of injury or, whether or not this is a life-threatening injury.
Correct.
Things like that. The things where a person who has, a deep laceration in their arm,
right,
versus one who just,
maybe bruised.
Yeah, bruised or scratched a leg. Well, who's going to need the most attention and the quickest attention, right?
Correct.
And or has this most severe injury. So then that is if we consider the injury to our progress in life, what would be the most, or if we don't pay it enough attention, what would have the most severe injury to our progress in life? And so that triage process, right, helps us to put ourselves on a track or trajectory that will lead us in the direction that we want to go.
That's correct. And yes, good one.
I thought I felt a little smart on that.
Yeah, you should have. you called us back up. And you called back up. I'm happy. I don't have to rub your arm no more.
Nah, you didn't have to say that. Just, see.
Look, it was just because you were in your own little world for the first few minutes. Now you're back here with us, and I appreciate it.
Our segments, what I love about you. This is one of those things I say, what I love about you is also the same thing. It drives me nuts.
It's okay. It's okay. So, what are our priorities in marriage, babe? Let's just discuss me and you. Oh. What's our priorities?
Wow, you put me on the spot there.
Oh, what was you gonna say?
No, you're asking me about me, us, right?
Yeah. I'm
saying you put me on the spot. So not like I wasn't prepared or, as I'm thinking what no. Sorry. I just, how dramatic I can be.
Special this today.
No, listen, I believe that our priorities first is God.
Yes.
We spend a lot of time in service to God and to his people.
Yes.
And then you come in next for me.
Yes. Oh, that's correct.
That's how you want it, right?
That is how I want it.
I mean, I've been reminded several times that
yes.
You should come next. I'll tell you what, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but my jobs or what I do, to sustain and to support you and give you the security that you need, right? That falls right up underneath there running up beneath you because it directly affects you.
Directly affects me.
That's right. You see the attitude she had just now.
Directly affects me.
So,
if you want me to roll my neck, I sure will.
Yeah. When I say I'm sorry, I was going to say this little saying, right? You roll your eyes, it'll keep on rolling. You roll your neck, it'll keep on rolling. So
is that a saying?
That's my saying.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
But it sounded a little violent, so
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Yeah. Well, remember growing up, you say if you cross your eyes, it'll stay.
Yeah, if you cross your eyes, it'll stick. I
It'll
don't
stick.
recall anything that we used to say about rolling our eyes and neck.
I told you it was my saying.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I wrote that.
When you said it, I thought, let me see if I can remember anything that we used to say back in the day. But I don't,
Yeah.
when we were children, let me make that clear.
Right.
But no, I don't think I remember anything like that.
Yeah. And to think about the crossing of the eyes, right? I've never seen anybody's eyes stick.
No, it never did. I used to cross my eyes just to see if they would stick, and they would never stick.
It would never stick. So, you know what? Otherwise, I'd just been walking around here cross-eyed. You know?
Just because. That's why I'm going to try it. Just because.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so yes, we talked about Jesus first.
Yes.
And then, of course, spouse.
Yes.
And then kids. That's what would be my third.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your third?
My money, my job. I mean,
Yes.
And as a provider, would that not make sense?
No, you're right. That makes sense.
You know, I mean, because, and I'm going to tell you what.
I heard it as, hold on, I'm sorry, but I heard it as Jesus, spouse, as in 2, and then 2A, my work, to take care of my spouse.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not how that works. That's not how that works.
That's how I heard it.
I mean, because if it's, no, whatever.
I don't know. I'm just saying that's how I heard it.
You're just making up stuff now.
I might have. I'm just telling you that's how I heard it.
That's like the GOAT debate in basketball, right? Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And then the question is, well, what about LeBron? Is he not the GOAT? And I'm like, no. I'm going to tell you what my order is.
No, we're not talking about that order because we're talking about priorities in marriage. And we're not going to get into arguments with our listeners about Jordan and LeBron.
No,
we're not going to talk about it. We're going to keep on rolling. So we talked about my sons were next. Now, here's the thing.
Okay, so let me tell you why my sons are on number 4 on the list.
Okay.
And as they grow older, they fall lower and lower.
because they're adults.
They're adults, right?
Yeah.
So, when they were younger, they were really high up on that list.
Yeah.
But actually, no. I mean, the top 4 really kind of has been the same. But the reality is, as they grow older,
they don't need you as much.
Right.
No, and I get that. So can I tell you why they're number 3 for me?
Sure.
Because I'm their mama.
Yeah. And
I just don't feel like it's going to change like that.
And you're not the...
I don't care that they're grown.
You're not the provider in that.
No, I'm not the provider in that.
So then, there's...
And especially as men, because they are men, in the end, they're going to take care of me.
We hope.
They will.
Okay.
They might not take care of you, but they'll take care of their mama.
Wow.
Because they've proven that before. So I don't have any doubts.
Let me tell you something. I know you, in particular, Caleb, right?
Yes.
Well, no, I can say both of them. Either of them will, because
they do their own versions,
their own way.
Yeah.
Right. So, like Caleb, though, I was here at the studio one night. It was late, and he called me.
Yeah, he told me he called you.
He called me. He was like, "Bro, where you at? You all right? You know how you talk, right?
Yes.
You all right? You good?" That's what he says. You good?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Here at the studio. He was like, all right, well.
He just realized he hadn't heard from you in a bit and thought he'd check in.
I mean, granted.
Which I think it's beautiful.
Yeah. Granted, it was like 2:00 in the morning.
It was.
I was here working. Work never stops. So, it was 2:00 in the morning. I wasn't at the house. So he was like, okay.
I ain't seen or heard from him in a minute. Let me just check in.
Yeah. So, he said, okay, well, be careful. I'm like, bro, who's the dad here?
It doesn't matter. You didn't call and check in with him, so he's calling checking in with you.
Okay.
There you go. So see, look, you just might be taken care of when you can't do everything for yourself.
Just might be.
Just might.
He'll pay the bill at the nursing home. That's what he'll do.
That's probably what he'll do, yes. But the thing about it is, I think that this is where I was trying to get to. I think that we each have our own priorities. And then together, we should have priorities. And then, which is why I threw up my hands like this, as far as crossing my fingers earlier, because I feel like that the priorities should flow together, even if they are a little bit different.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yours shouldn't be completely different from mine.
Right.
Because then we'll clash on thoughts and ideas.
Well, then the question is, what happens once we get down to 5, 6, and 7, 8, and all that?
Well, either way, because we've got 3 or 4, let's just say 4,
that are
priorities, when situations in life come up, your thought would be different from my thought if they don't gel together, if they're not similar.
So you know what? But me saying this, what is a typical length of list?
I don't know. I don't know what a typical length of list.
You can't talk, can you?
I could not say that, so I'm gonna say it in my way. I couldn't say it your way, so I'm gonna say it my way. I don't know what the typical amount would be, but I think that it shouldn't be too long.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it still came out the same way. You still understood what I meant, right?
I understood only because I knew before you said what we all knew before you said it.
I can't say it the way it was fumbling through my mouth, so it just wasn't going to work.
No matter what you said, we already knew.
Whatever. But my point is, I don't think it should be very long, because then that would be a lot to keep up with.
Yeah.
That would be a lot to even list down, and then you'd be on number 10 and be like, well, wait a minute, I missed number 8 this month, or whatever the case. That's too much to deal with. You want to have a shorter list.
And checklists, right?
Yes.
Are difficult to keep up with.
They can be. Yeah.
Can be. They are.
Well, they're not for me, but they are for you.
They are for me, because I tend to, in my mind, I do have a checklist on my phone, right?
Yes.
I do that. But in my mind, the checklist is probably 3 times as long as what's on my phone.
Ah, I see.
And so in that respect, yeah, no.
So then it won't work for you, because you never follow the list.
Nope.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah. The inner workings of the brain.
Yes, that's not how it works for me, but I get that that's how it works for you.
Yeah.
So that's why you tease me about having my checklist.
Yes.
Because you just don't understand how it's supposed to work. Yes, that's what it is.
That's another discussion, another episode.
What it is. That's what it is.
On the next episode of the Marriage We Like podcast.
Okay, so let's go back to priorities, because you done got us all sidetracked. Okay, so when you think of priorities, you think of a cake. That's how I see it in my head.
Okay.
So as a cake, or even like we have the pie charts.
Okay.
But I think of a cake because you think of things like you have your priorities and you slice that round cake.
Okay.
Okay. Slice the round cake. You may have a couple layers in there. You probably got some icing on top, but a good chunk of that cake will go to Jesus. Okay. Another good chunk of that cake will go to your spouse.
Okay.
Technically, I'm not in that cake because it's my priorities. It's not about me.
You're just cutting the cake.
I'm cutting the cake. Yes.
So what's with the layers and the icing and all that? I don't understand.
Because there are things, for instance, I may give tithe and offering to Jesus. I may do devotionals, individual devotionals, maybe not with you.
Right.
Does that make sense? So there are layers within those things.
Okay.
We could talk about our spouse being next, and of course, giving of myself to my spouse, but then also love, respect, commitment. All those things fall in those layers.
Okay.
Does that make sense now?
Yeah, I'm following you.
So that's how I see it. You know, when you look at, you've got toppings or whatever that you make, like some people put fruit on their cake.
Strawberries.
Strawberries. So there are some things that just would fall in those categories that would still fall in the priority list. Like I was saying before, I thought you were meaning like number 2A.
Yeah.
So then that follows with my layers.
I don't know where you got that number 2A from.
I just said it follows in the layers.
Like Michael Jordan, A,
We're not
and
gonna
Kobe
keep going.
Bryant.
We're not going to keep going
right
there.
Up underneath.
We're not talking about, you know what? How about we just go ahead and go to a segment?
Okay.
Let's talk about what I love about you.
Oh, yes. I just talked about that, didn't I?
We did.
And I didn't even see that listed on the paper. Nope, I didn't.
Well, are you ready?
Yeah, you go first.
Oh, dear Lord, today. Okay, so let me tell you what. Wait, can you at least tell them why we do segments and games?
Sure.
For those who are listening for the first time.
I mean, I'm trying to think of one, so you want me to talk and think of the same
For those who are watching for the first time, we do segments and games. Go ahead and rest. We do segments and games to promote conversation, to promote getting to know each other better. Oftentimes, in the busyness of life, you may not have full conversations or even learn something new about your spouse always, or that week or that particular day. And these segments and games help you to do that, help you to take a little bit more time to just focus on each other and think of something new and find out something new. Okay?
Okay.
So today's segment is, and we encourage you to do them at home.
Yes.
Just in case you missed it.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Today's segment is What I Love About You.
What I love about you.
And since he doesn't have his answer yet, I will go first.
Wow.
So, so what I love about you actually came in today's conversation.
Oh,
Not this particular conversation, but one we had earlier.
okay.
And if you remember, I said, well, you used to not do this, but now you do, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I was
I remember
expressing,
what I used to do, and I don't do it no more.
what I was expressing at the time was his support for Black women.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it wasn't that he never supported Black women, so I don't want to put it out there like that. It was just that how he supported, I didn't see that the same.
Mm.
I think you supported in your way, and I wanted you to support me in this way.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
And so I appreciate how you now support me as a Black woman and Black women in general.
Oh.
I think we've both made adjustments.
Yeah.
You've made adjustment in trying to show it and verbalize it, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I've made adjustments in how I present how I want you to, so that I can express how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
But then also making adjustments in how I receive information, if that makes sense. So as Black women, we get a lot. There's a lot on our plate.
Yeah.
And so much of life in general. We just have so many roles that we play. And life
Life be
politics,
lifing.
laws,
Yeah.
job,
Yeah.
so many other things outside of our home just don't fall in line for us. They just
Yeah.
don't. And we literally have to fight for everything. The interesting part about it is that growing up, we were told this, but it didn't hit because we weren't in the job market yet. You know what I mean? You weren't an adult. So some things you just won't get until that time happens for you.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's what really happened for me. Some things you just understand as you understand it. And that's one of them. I knew that as far as being a Black person, life was going to be tougher. We always have
Right.
to work double, triple hard.
Yeah.
But being a Black woman, being a woman, and then being a Black woman, it feels as though we're on the bottom of the totem pole and we have to fight even harder than Black men just for anything. So what I appreciate, full circle, what I appreciate
A big
is,
circle.
yes, what I appreciate in you is now how you show that to me.
Okay. Okay. Well, hey, listen, you're right. I had a lot of growing up to do, right, in that process.
Yes.
And so, and having a different perspective on how what you're challenged with,
Right.
And none of it has to do with you, right?
Right.
So
Right.
that's the thing. Okay, so my turn.
Yes, your turn. Are
You
you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm always ready. There's so many things that.
That's why I went first, because you were always ready.
Oh, I mean, because there's so many things I love about you.
And only love, no hate behind it.
Okay, yeah,
no aggravation behind it, only love.
Okay, I agree. It's a little unfair to say, "Oh, I love
Yes,
this," but it gets on my nerves.
Even if it does, don't say it.
Yeah. So this is what I love about you: how completely bought in you are with Green Room Entertainment.
Oh,
Marriage Be Like, the Emerald Nook, K Green, Cleaning Services. I mean, everything.
All of our businesses.
Yeah,
all of our
everything.
Brands.
And it's because I've said this before, that one of the bigger motivating factors for me in jumping into the industry and media production was really because you bought into it.
Yes, you did say that. And I didn't know that actually until you said that. Was it on the podcast?
Yeah, I might have been.
I think you said it on the podcast earlier this year, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you bought into it, and I think I said then, there have been so many different things that I could have done.
Yes.
And been pretty decent at it. I mean, I did computer repair, phone repairs, but when the idea came to go into media production, and you were like, yes, let's do it. And I mean, and here's the thing. Every time I tried to do something else, you ask the question, well, how is this going to affect Green Room Entertainment?
Period.
And that's still the question today. If I get up in the morning and go off to do some project.
What's your day like?
Yeah. And how's this going to affect Green Room Entertainment? So
and let me rearrange your schedule.
Yeah.
Let me do your calendar.
So anyway, but no, 100%. I mean, your buy-in to what we are doing as a family together, this Marriage Be Like podcast. And I'll be honest with you, at the very beginning of this, I was doing it because I just want to support you. But now I'm really anxious.
I knew you'd like it. I knew it. I knew it. And I knew it.
So I'm enjoying myself.
Yes, I figured I'd have to make you at first. But honestly, I also had to make myself do this.
Yeah, because you a little special.
I'm a little shy.
Special, yeah.
It's not special. It's shy. It's just that no one really knows that I'm shy.
Right.
So then it's hard to say
I'm
shy because no one believes it. Yeah. But I am quite shy at times.
And for the record, for those of us, this is your first time. Both of us are introverts.
Yes, we're both
grossly introvert.
And because we have a media production company, we are behind the camera, not in front of the camera.
Well, I spent a little bit of a good bit of time in front of a camera.
You do at church.
Yeah, church. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So,
but church is also a stage.
I mean,
so for me, it's understandable a little bit because I know I'm on stage.
Yeah.
It's harder for me to do this in our studio because it's more of a comfort zone.
Yeah.
It's like, well, wait a minute. Why am I in front of a camera?
Right.
And how am I supposed to act? And how many faces am I making?
So the funny thing about it is, right, I sing, for those who don't know, right? Mm-hmm. I try. And if there is a large crowd, I'm comfortable. I'm ready to roll.
The bigger, the harder it is for me.
No, it's the opposite for me. If there are 3 people in the room, I can't get my life together. I'm serious. I cannot get my life together.
The crowd energizes you.
Yes.
And the crowd makes me scared.
The larger the crowd, and if you say, I'm going to appreciate you saying energizes, because I mean, once I'm feeding, because I'm all over.
Yeah.
I pretty much run stage. So, I mean, I know I do.
Our stage is wide open at our church.
Yes, very wide.
So yes, being able to stand in front of the praise team and walk back and forth is kind of what he does. But there's plenty of space to do that.
Yeah, and I drive our camera people nuts.
I'm sure that you do. I know I wouldn't want to be the one to have to follow you. Okay, and somehow once again we got right off topic.
It's your fault.
But that was our segment. And look, if you are able to talk with your spouse about many more things and get off topic, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. That just means it's more conversation, more time that you spend with your spouse or significant other.
Yes.
In your conversation and trying to get to know them. It's a good thing.
And listen, and for more information about why this is important, right? Being able to communicate, you can check out some of our previous episodes. I keep teasing Kenya about all the number principles.
Yes, we just finished the series talking about principles, tips and tricks on how to help keep your marriage alive.
And and somewhere communication and things like that. So
check out the episodes and the past episodes to make sure you get all the details. And information.
Yeah. Have marriage be like .com. All right, so let's get back on topic, babe.
Back on topic. Let's talk about spouse.
We just gonna be all over the place.
Okay, so think about your spouse before you think of yourself. I think what gets lost in translation particularly when we get married, is it's giving of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's not completely giving up of yourself, but it's giving of yourself. And your spouse is to come before you.
Okay.
Though self-care is still a high priority because you have to take care of yourself to take care of anyone else or to do anything else. Your mental and your physical has to be right.
Yeah.
But yes, you are to think of your spouse.
And that's tough, particularly early on.
Yes.
Because
you weren't married before.
You weren't married before, and depending on how long it took before you got married.
You may not have had to think of anyone else.
Oh, man. As an adult, you know what I'm saying?
As a bachelor.
Yeah.
You were a bachelorette. And had your own place and was doing your own thing.
I was
a bachelorette, but I lived with my brother.
Yeah. I lived with my sister for a little while.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, I don't feel like it was a hard transition for me, though.
Yeah. But, the thing about that, thinking of your spouse first, I mean, as a team, right, if you're not selling yourself short by thinking of your spouse first.
Because the other thing is there's another spouse.
Yeah.
So then
well, no, you only got one spouse, ain't it?
No, but
that's not what you mean.
Together there are two people.
I know what you meant.
We are each other's spouse. Sure. So if I think of you first, you are also thinking of me first. So then there's no one falling short.
Oh. Almost like the 5-5-5 principle. Go back and check that out.
Yes.
Right? Sorry, I found a way to throw that in there. But yeah, okay. So if I'm thinking about you first, then you're thinking about me first.
Then
then I'm not being shortchanged.
That's correct.
Right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
And that's how it's supposed to go.
Okay. Yes. I like that.
Okay. So also, then that's why we say selfless.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about quality time with your spouse and making sure that happens?
Quality time. All right. And we're still talking about in terms of priorities, right?
We're still talking about priorities because spouse is your priority.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, being able to carve out time. And I hate to say that, right? Carve out time. Why I gotta carve out time for
we all, working full-time jobs and got a lot of things going on.
Right.
Some people work 2 and 3 jobs.
Okay, yeah.
So that literally is a carving out of the time. I know, like, for instance, if you're a teacher, and that's just the first thing that came to mind, but if you're a teacher, you work the time that you're in school, but then you still work at home because you got papers to grade and planning to do.
Yeah.
So that's time at your house,
yes,
but away from your family,
yes,
because you can't have them in that space while you're doing that.
But if you are my priority, right? To say that I'm carving out time for my priority, or would it be better just to say that I'm setting aside? I'm dedicating this time. I don't like the way carving it out sounds.
Actually, it doesn't bother me either way. Okay. I still get the same point.
Okay.
So whether I'm saying carving out the time, whether I'm saying making the time, what was the way that you said it?
Setting aside or
setting
dedicating
aside time, dedicating time. For me, it all feels the same. I don't see it negative.
Yeah, no. I mean, to me, I feel carving out means now that I just got to find some time in here to give to you.
And see, when I hear carving out time, I don't see it that way. I see it as literally carving. So then it is set in stone.
Oh, okay. So
you're seeing it as a negative. I'm seeing it as a positive. There is no way anybody else is getting this time because I have carved it.
Because here's the thing. What are you carving? So if you're carving a piece of stone or a piece of wood, I get it. I'm carving a piece of meat. So what am I carving? The fat. I'm carving the fat. So
no. And maybe now that explains why you see it so bad. Good Lord have mercy. Oh. Yeah, no, I see it in that version. So then all I see is positivity.
Got you. I'm with you now. We're on the same page now.
Hopefully y'all see it in a positive light, or just change your phrasing. How about that?
You're not carving out the fat. No, they're not carving fat off the meat.
No, we're not. What about being a workaholic?
Oh, you mean like you?
Well, I am a workaholic. I would have to agree.
Yeah.
I don't deny that.
I mean, but there again, what we're doing, if you're a workaholic, you're putting work above everyone else.
I actually don't, though. I think that you can be a workaholic and still be able to handle everything else. I'm going back to Black women. And this is just because I'm a Black woman, it's just what I believe, right? I just believe we can do everything. We can do everything, and we find ways to get it all done. We multitask. We do so many things. You can depend on us to make sure it happens. And we're going to do what needs to be done.
Okay.
So I'm not, even as a workaholic, I'm not going to shortchange my family. I'm not going to shortchange my spouse. I'm not even going to shortchange Jesus. And not in that order, but the other way around. So Jesus, spouse, and family, I'm not going to shortchange them just because I'm a workaholic, because I know what my 24 hours of the day is.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that it is workable if you try. Now, if you're a workaholic and all you do is working, and you don't carve out or set aside time, see, then we have a problem.
Yeah. So go back to the marriagebeelike.com and check out the 777 principle.
Yes. Look at you.
I know this
Somebody
stuff.
Learned something.
I learned it. I learned it a couple things. So check out the 777 principle. If you have difficulty trying to figure out how you can carve out,
Yes. Yes.
that's
You don't have
funny.
to say carve out.
You can dedicate time.
You
How
can say
about
it
that?
how you want.
How you can dedicate time to your
That is
spouse.
correct.
Check out the 777 principle.
That is correct. So how about we talked about how the number 3 for you was work, correct?
Yes.
And number 3 for me was kids and family.
Yes.
And I actually put them together.
Okay.
And now that's because my sons are adults.
Well, and I would put them together too, even though they're number 4. But yeah.
That was not how it used to be though.
Mhm.
When they were younger, family was on down the line.
Okay.
Because they needed to be cared for, my sons, because they were younger.
So, okay, pause. Family, are you referring to this nucleus
Extended family.
Okay, all right.
Because, well, I say extended family because it's Jesus, my spouse, and then my kids.
Yeah.
That is our nucleus.
Right. No, I understand.
So when I add family, I'm talking about other people outside.
So here's the thing. I mean, because I don't know, because you could look at it as spouse,
yes,
kid, or myself, kids, and then the unit individually.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what I was thinking you were talking about. So like when we talk about doing things together as a family,
yes,
you know, versus doing things together with your sons,
but yes,
or doing things
I see what you're pointing.
together with your spouse. So that's how I saw that. But again, how do you interpret that? Right? It's all about how
I jumble it all together.
Yeah.
When I think of kids, I just figure my spouse is taken care of, my kids are taken care of, family unit, our nucleus,
right,
our immediate family. If y'all are taken care of in those two spaces, then it has gotten it all the way around.
Right, right.
So then anyone else would be the extended family.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Brothers, parents.
So then the extended family falls at number 3 for you.
Jesus, spouse, and kids.
You just said family. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that falls at number 3.
Yes. And I was saying that before my sons were adults, family would be number 4.
Okay. Gotcha.
But now let me be clear on family. Family meaning my sibling and my parents.
Oh. So your cousins? I'm being messy now.
So I love them. I really do. But they are not my priority.
You hear that, Sylvia, Maria?
Sylvia, Maria, no.
Sylvia, Maria, who else? I know y'all listening, and I know y'all heard that. So
my priority.
You replay that for her, and whenever you.
It's okay. I ain't got no shame. I ain't got no shame. The family that God has given me to create is who comes first.
Okay.
After Jesus, and then my extended family of my parents and siblings, and then everybody else.
Okay. No, that's fine. And I'm sure we all understand.
Now, let me be clear. When I say my kids, that also means my nephews.
Okay. All right.
I did not say that at first, but because I raised one.
Yeah.
You know, he's my nephew's son.
Okay.
And the other one is my nephew. So
now, where do all the adopted sons come in, right? And all the adopted sons, we're talking about all of our sons.
They come in the family beside. So it's like kids, family.
And what I mean by that is like our sons bring home other sons, right?
Yes, they're friends who we have gotten close with over the years. And I like to say help raise because they were over our house so often.
So much.
But also we still talk. We have great relationships with them. We talk about great things, bad things, and all the things that happen in their lives.
It's so what's interesting about it is whenever we go out to dinner as a family, guess what? They show up.
They are there.
They are there. And I end up paying for them.
We can't have a birthday, right. We can't have a birthday party or celebration without all the guys.
Or our weekly family dinner night.
And it's wonderful. You enjoy it.
I enjoy paying for them.
Well, sometimes they pay for themselves.
Sometimes they do.
I actually enjoy paying for them.
Yeah, because that one bill was ridiculous.
Oh no, the bills be high, but I still enjoy. I think the fellowship. I don't put a price on it.
Yeah, but see
that's how I feel about it.
But and here's the thing. So to get back to the priorities, right? That event, and I'm gonna call it an event because we make it an event every week, right? We go out to dinner every week. It is an event.
Trying to figure out, okay, we're going to have 6 today.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? So-and-so say was coming, so now there's 8.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So, and then sometimes we just show up and folks just show up.
This is also
They
true.
just show up and it's like,
But
we
I
didn't
love
have
every
seats
bit
for
of it.
you. So
I love every bit of it.
So anyway, but that has become a priority for us.
Yes, it has.
You know,
It has.
and I think initially it was because Elijah and Caleb had moved.
Yes, it happened once
Right.
they moved out the
When
house.
they moved out the house, it was
And
one
it
of
was
the things.
during COVID.
Yeah.
That was the other thing.
Yeah.
So much of life was shut down, so we didn't have a lot of time
Yeah.
to be together.
Yeah.
And then they moved out.
Yep.
And so it was like, well, shoot, we would never see them if it
If we
weren't
didn't go
for
out.
Yeah. And we generally had family dinners at least once a week.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure that, and because I lived in the house, it just kind of fell when it fell.
Right.
But once they moved out, I actually had to set a time to do it.
Yes.
So that we could all make sure that we were there.
So there goes your carving.
There you go. See? Look at there. And it all worked out nicely.
Yeah.
COVID's over and everything has changed and we still have that same time period.
And it means you're learning me a few things.
Yes, no. I'm not learning you anything. That's horribly said. Okay, so back to our topic. We were talking about our priorities. We said Jesus, our spouse. You said work after that because you're the provider.
Yes.
I said children and family.
Yes.
You said family after. No, you said kids and then
and family. Yeah.
Okay. So we are at the everything else.
Okay.
So for me, job, friends, community service, so on and so forth, all fall in one category.
Okay.
I just put them all there together.
Okay.
So for me, I just have 4 things because I put kids and family together.
So, but you don't, I guess because you're not a provider.
I'm not the head of the household. I'm not the provider.
Right. So then that wouldn't fall anywhere in that. Because I mean that it begs to question, how many do I have? If I've got, my friends, community service, if I haven't everything else, that's number 5 for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
My top 5.
I'm a nurturer.
Yeah.
But not a provider as far as finances.
Yeah.
So then the financial part doesn't have to be higher on my list.
Yeah.
But yes, I have relationships with all these people.
Yeah.
They may ask of me more because I'm the nurturer.
Yeah.
In this case. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Holding relationships and talking to them more, probably so. But as far as my priorities, yeah, I feel that they're all about the same.
Okay.
Though I care deeply for them all. I don't know that I can literally space them out by a separate number.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. So the next note on here says using the full 24 hours in a day counts.
Yes. Idle time is wasteful time.
Yes.
And I think that particularly in this age, and I know that we are a media production company, so then we tend to go along with what we do, go along with what I'm about to say that people do, waste time on social media.
Okay.
But here's the thing. You can be on social media and you can listen to a podcast.
Yeah.
And still do something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What I'm discussing are the things that just take your time and take your mind and then you do nothing else. You're just lost in that thing and you look up and hours have passed.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, it's just wasteful, idle time.
Right.
So much could have happened in those couple of hours that you could have done with your family, with your friends, so many other things. And you just look up and much of your day is gone.
And here's the thing, like you never get that time back.
You don't. Once it's gone, it's gone. It's a whole new day the next day. You're a whole day older.
Yeah.
But I don't think that people realize that. So I don't think people realize we actually have 24 hours of the day. You got to sleep some of that time.
Right.
You have to work some of that time. You know what I mean?
Right.
So then the be with family and exercise, these other things fall on the in-between.
Yeah. I've heard an analogy that was made when we talk about idle time.
Yeah.
If someone were to deposit into your bank $86,400 in the every day.
Okay. Why that amount?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
If they were to deposit $86,400 every day, but at the end of the day they take it out or take whatever is left out.
Okay.
Okay. And for you in particular, you love to shop.
I do.
So in a day, you would try to figure out how you can spend that $86,000, right? I mean,
that's what I'm supposed to do,
and
right?
we can all
That's my
find
instructions. I also will follow the instructions.
right. And I'm sure we can all find ways that we can spend the money. And if we fail to
Yes.
spend the whole $86,400,
Then
I
we know
mean,
tomorrow we'll get another batch.
we get more. But that money that we did not spend, guess what? Is gone.
It's gone.
We never get that money back.
Correct.
All right. So $86,400. The reason why we look at that number is because 86,400 is a number of seconds that we get in a day.
Oh, I didn't consider that. That's why I was like, why that amount? Okay. I knew it had a significance.
86,400. Now, a couple things to consider when you think about
Okay.
that, right? I mean, each second seems insignificant in and of itself.
Yes, when you think it's just seconds, or
Right.
seconds just roll by.
Just like a dollar, right?
Yes,
Today,
no
a dollar doesn't
works,
really
right. No one
mean.
gets excited, but I'm gonna pick up the dollar though.
I will.
I'm gonna pick up
I'll
the
pick
penny
up.
too.
I will. By walking, I see one, I'm gonna pick it up.
Sure am. Go
So,
right ahead.
but here's the thing: when you put them all together, it's a lot of money now.
Yes.
Right. And when we consider the amount of time that we waste during a day,
Yeah.
right? If we were to consider that like currency or like money, then I think we would be a little more, I guess, a little more responsible with our time.
I get that. But you know what? That's actually why I hate traffic. I feel like my time. I feel
That's
like my life.
not why you hate traffic.
No, that is why
I know
hate
why
traffic.
you hate traffic.
No, I hate traffic because I literally feel like I'm sitting in traffic and my life is being wasted away. I can't get that time back. If I live 5 minutes away from where I'm trying to be, and it takes me 20 minutes because I'm sitting in traffic, that's 15 minutes I lost of my life.
Right. I mean, I get it. I get it because, for me, I try to fill the whole 24 hours with something I can do.
I agree.
And you get on my case because I never leave any time in between.
You don't even leave travel time. This is true.
Yeah, I'm finished. I finish at 2:30. I can be there at 2:35 or 2:45, and it takes me 30 minutes to get there.
Yes, it's not.
There's no way. There's no way. But I'm gonna tell you,
and
that's
I
what
know
I'm gonna
that
do.
in theory as well. But I do the exact same thing. So as I get on to you, you should also get on to me.
Yeah, don't get me started about you.
I'm just telling you what happens. I do the same thing.
I don't think that's what you do. But
that
anyway,
is what I do.
That's not what you do.
Yes, it is.
Priorities. Let's see. Priorities. Now, what happens when our priorities don't line up? I mean, in our marriage, sometimes they don't line up. I know.
Yeah.
I know. Like you say, early on, when the boys were young.
Yes.
Right. I mean, we probably.
I was gonna go there, but then I said no, I'm not gonna go there. But go ahead.
Oh, I mean, it's fine. So early on, and I think it's a natural thing for this to happen. But when the boys were young,
yes,
right, they, in my opinion, my perspective was that they were like top of your list.
Yes,
and everything else fell underneath that. And I was like, well, where am I? You know what I'm saying? Like
under them.
I felt like I was way down, like I was in that everything else type.
You weren't, but you were definitely under them.
And
it was
so
like Jesus and kids.
Yeah.
And then there was some space and it was you.
Yeah.
But it was just they desperately needed. They can't do life and do for themselves. So
right. Which
is what it is.
In hindsight, I understand.
Yes.
I may not have understood it then. Right. Now, I mean, can we argue that it may have been a little misguided?
It was a little misguided.
Okay.
It was. Right. But also I didn't make it any easier. I was like, just understand it. That's just how it is.
Right.
And I get that I was harsh.
Yeah.
Now. Then I did not.
I mean, because here's the thing.
So we were both being jerks.
But I mean, here's the thing about it, right? I was already in my feelings, and all you did was just take the knife that I felt was in there.
Just drilled it on in there. I sure did.
So it's like, man.
I could understand why you didn't understand.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's just how I saw it. I saw then as the priorities of who needs me the most.
Yeah. So this is where, why we asked the question, what if our priorities don't line up? Because that clearly is an example of when priorities don't line up.
And it didn't line up for us for a long time.
For a long time.
That's the thing. So what happens when priorities don't line up? You argue.
Yeah.
And not the arguments that we're talking about today where they're just
the conversations, right?
We argued.
Yeah, we did.
And it was our own version of arguing. Now, we never argued where we're just yelling and throwing things. That's not what we did.
No.
But our arguments were...
I had to think about that one.
Yeah, no, but our our arguments were any kind of disagreement.
Yeah.
And so if we were not on the same page, in my opinion, that was an argument for us.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think you saw it the same way?
Because this is why, I guess when we talked about arguments in the past, previous episodes, how to argue with your spouse.
Right.
You like how I'm throwing these things in there. But, we talk about disagreements.
Yes.
A lot. And refer to them as disagreements. And when two people don't agree,
yes,
and then the word argument oftentimes, and we define that, argument takes such a negative connotation
because it starts with anger.
Yeah.
But there was anger there.
Well, not to say that there wasn't.
There was anger. Oftentimes we weren't talking for a bit.
Yeah.
Had lots of attitude between the two of us. That was our arguing.
Yeah.
Sometimes there weren't words.
Right.
But everyone argues differently and everyone disagrees differently. If we disagreed, I immediately said we're arguing.
Yeah. Yep.
That's just...
If you didn't like the one word I said, we're arguing.
Period. And but it was primarily because we were pretty much always on the same page.
Yeah.
So then when we weren't on the same page, I was just like, hey.
Well, and I always felt uneasy when we weren't on the same page.
Yes, this is true.
Because I'm not one to argue.
I'm not either.
I will lose an argument, but be in the right. and listen to what I'm saying. I could
just to get over it and have it done.
No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I don't have arguing skills.
Oh, got you.
I could be right. Everybody knows I'm right, but because I don't know how to argue, I lose the argument.
Oh, okay.
You follow what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah. I could be right, and a judge could, if we were arguing in front of a judge, the judge would be, would say, you're right, but she did a better job arguing her case.
So I won.
No.
Yes, I did.
No.
If I did a better job arguing the case than I won.
No, here's the thing. Because we're still together, we both won.
Yes. Okay, I'll take it.
You like the, yeah. Sting point.
I'll take it. Yes. But yeah, I will prove my point until I'm tired.
Oh, you will. Oh, ooh, oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, ooh.
I will.
Just.
I'll yeah. But that's the thing. You're supposed to see my point.
Yeah, and every
you're supposed
day,
to make
every
sure,
opportunity.
Yeah. Because it may not be that day. You may not see my point that day. You may not have lived out what I'm trying to tell you.
And what's wild about that, y'all,
it may come later.
It'll come so much later, and don't nobody have a clue what she's talking about because we've gone way beyond that. It'd be weeks later. See, this is what I was trying to tell you.
This is exactly what I was trying to tell you.
What?
But I was right. Sometimes you just can't always get it across.
Okay.
Sometimes it falls on deaf ears, and you just be like, I'm tired of this. I'm just whatever.
Yeah.
But I know that eventually it's going to come back around, and I can make my point then.
Yeah.
Just, fall back a little bit and then let time heal itself.
Yeah.
It's all right. Okay, so do we have anything else to say in this section?
No, I think we're good. If we were to summarize, make sure that you take the time to list out what your priorities are.
And you know what they are.
Yeah. And and if it takes a minute to figure that out.
Okay.
And then as a couple, since we're talking about it in the context of marriage, and we need to sit down and
together
talk about that.
That is correct.
Because if we don't understand what our priorities are individually, right, we are going in separate directions together.
And the hope is that you do this early on.
Yeah.
Even preferably before you get married.
Yeah.
That will help you go into that space where you want to end up.
And if you did it before you were born.
Now, what now?
Then everything in life.
Oh my goodness. But the other piece to that is sometimes the priorities change. Like for us, as the kids got older, my priority was not them anymore. And so it shifted for me. So then again, as life changes, come back again and talk about the priorities so that everyone knows that they're still on the same line.
Yeah.
They're still in the same space. They're still on the same path to where they want to be in the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So those are our love lessons for the day.
It's
time for us to close. I hope y'all enjoyed our back and forth today.
Oh, yeah.
I hope y'all enjoyed that Kenny is sleepy. That must be what his problem is, because he only caught up with us halfway through.
Whatever. I was here all the time.
Okay. Yeah, you were here and you weren't here. But we appreciate you again listening in. We appreciate those who watched us on YouTube.
Yes.
We appreciate everyone who's following us and supporting us. We hope that you get some good information. We hope that you are learning and applying to your life.
Yes.
That's the key, and that's our hope as always.
Right,
so
that's right. So
thanks again for joining us.
Yes. Again, check us out on Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Central on envision-radio.com. And then on you okay?
Yes. That's what it's,
okay.
That's what it sounded like in the mic.
All right. And then of course you can check us out at marriagebelike.com, and there you can find all our previous episodes.
Yes.
And you got even a little short story about who we are.
A little bit of who we are.
Yeah.
Do.
Yeah. So, time for you to write some more.
Okay.
And of course on Friday, wherever you get your podcasts, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music Podcasts.
Yes, we post all of our episodes or that week's episode on Friday.
Yes.
You can only get us on Envision Radio on Thursday.
Right? So Envision Radio gets us first.
That's correct.
All right. Email us at Kenny and
Kenya
at marriagebelike.com. Yeah. And if you want to be on the show, you know what I mean?
Yes, if you're local, that'd be great. We'll be happy to bring you into our podcast.
Yes. Or you want to order our devotional book that we participated in.
That we wrote?
Yes.
Co-wrote?
I'm waiting for you to say the name.
Oh, Echoes of Faith.
Faith.
Echoes of Faith is the name of our devotional that we co-wrote. It is not a dated book, so you can order it at any time.
Anytime.
At the end of this year, the beginning of next year, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
It is not a dated book, so it is always good information. It is a 30-day devotional.
Yes.
And it has wonderful stories in it.
Yeah.
I know I enjoyed reading them.
Yeah.
So make sure that you check that out. And
check it out
through emailing us. And we will also give our autograph.
Autograph it.
Look at there.
Autography.
Yes. So make sure you order the book. Let us know that you want it, and we will email and ship.
Yes. All right. So a couple other things here. Finally, our theme music, you hear it right now, is produced by our son, KEG Beats. So you can check him out at Marriage Be Like, Kenny and Kenya at marriagebelike.com.
All right. Like some more beats and so on and so forth.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And listen, the Marriage Be Like podcast is a production of Green Room Entertainment. Oh, look at that. Green Room Entertainment. We are a media production company. We do photography, videography, live audio, all of the above, events, birthday parties, wedding,
equipment installation.
Yes. Yeah.
We do quite a bit. So we are a media production company.
Yeah.
And we produced this podcast.
That's right. So you can check us out at Marriage Be Like.
Green Room Entertain.
GreenRoomEntertain.com. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you.
Yes.
Have a good week. Bye-bye.